Well, we're turning now to a tender topic, and I'll add one that is very personal for a member of our Studio 5 family. You know style contributor Casey Matheny for her smart fashion sense and overall happy, witty vibe. What you might not know is that Casey misses her mom very much, even though she's still here. Lanita Lucero was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's 11 years ago when she was only 47 years old. The disease progressed quickly, and she's now in the advanced stages. Casey's dad, Jim, is Lanita's full-time caregiver. Now, this is a topic and a responsibility that affects so many families, but unless you live it, it's hard to comprehend what it means to support someone you love through something like this. Here is what a day looks like for Jim and Lanita.
Good morning, Lanita, it's time to get up. Are you ready to get up, hon? Mornings are interesting around here because that's when the day starts and that's when all of the caretaking starts. Get her up in the mornings, we open the blinds, get the sun coming in. It's interesting because over the last years with her decline, that's changed a lot. And so now I really have to be very hands-on and lift her out of bed and move her legs around and get her arms just right and get her so that she's in a position where she's not going to fall or slip. Get her in her chair, wheel her into the bathroom, and then we take care of business. I used to do the girls' hair when they're grown up, so I had a couple of models for me to prepare me for this, I guess. We try to stick to a routine as much as possible. It would be nice if everything was the same every day, but with this disease, you can't live that way. You want a drink? There you go. That's a good sign when she drinks. Some days she doesn't want to drink either. She won't drink regular water. I have to put like a flavoring drops in water and then she'll drink. One thing that Alzheimer's does for sure is it changes your life. And I didn't understand that early on. I knew that there would be changes. I knew that our lives would have to adjust. I didn't know to what degree and to how fast that would happen either. I've had to buy a ramp to get her into the house. She has 3 wheelchairs, one to exercise in, one for the indoors, one for outdoors. She wears a bib whenever we go, whether we're eating outside or indoors or in the house here. She has to wear diapers. There are a lot of different adjustments we've had to make. We have lots of pictures of family around because she has always loved our family. And when she was first diagnosed, we had no grandkids. And that was one of her biggest concerns, is that she would not be able to know her grandkids. And so as soon as we started having grandkids, we started getting those pictures up, and I always wanted those to be here for. That said, I found that having the pictures up is probably a bigger deal for me, to have my family surrounding me. Being a caretaker is hard. Caregiving it's a difficult thing, emotionally, physically, financially. Okay? Hey, are you doing okay? The other piece, though, is that that makes it hard is I miss my wife. I'm with her 24/7. I'm with her more than I've ever been with her in my life, and I've never missed her more. That takes a toll on you when you see this person who's withering away in many respects. I've found that if you try to fight these things, it doesn't do any good because the disease is really bigger than us. And so all you can do is try to do your best and realize that things are going to happen that you're going to have to embrace and you're going to have to accept. Some of these things you even love because they're making you stronger. They're bringing your family closer together. They're changing who you are. And I think having the right outlook makes it just so much easier.
Casey joins me in studio. We're both going to try to keep it together this next little while. You are so brave, as are your parents, to share this story. And I know you're doing so in hopes to do some good, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But you must be so proud of your parents, Casey.
How can you not?
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah. You wrote on your Instagram this week, quote, "Their love and devotion is what I measure my relationship against. I've never seen anything so genuine and so full of love." You feel that. I mean, if sacrifice is love, that's the gold standard right there. Your dad is something.
Yeah, he absolutely is. It's just something that you try to emulate every day, even when everyone's healthy. You know, it's like you feel so blessed just to have a healthy family, and
Yeah.
if he can do that,
Yeah.
I can do it.
We heard him describe what this disease has meant for him in such a personal and tender way. What has this diagnosis meant for your whole family, Casey?
We were always very close to begin with. Like, we are a very close family, but this just forces you to become even closer. So we are standing in for mom, for each other. I am there at my sister's births to be the mom. My dad is acting as grandpa and grandma and mom and dad, and we're just there to fill that void as best as we can.
Yeah, so it doesn't just expand the relationship or the responsibility, but it expands the connection, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
In an unexpected, beautiful way.
Yeah.
What do you want people to know about Alzheimer's disease? What would you like the takeaway to be as people look in on your family's story?
I mean, Alzheimer's is not a respecter of time or people or emotions, and it's really raw and hard. And I wish my kids could have their real grandma. I wish I could call my real mom, the mom I grew up with at night, and chat and stuff. But I think the thing I want people to know is that those dealing with Alzheimer's are not a hopeless people. Like, I cling to the faith that I have, that I'll have that time with my mom later.
Yes.
We're gonna have great conversations,
Yes.
a lot to catch up on.
Yes.
I also think that the greatest thing this has brought me is that genuine empathy and the ability to empathize with those going through this. Like, why are we here if we are not here to love and to be there for those around us? And I think that has been the greatest blessing to come out of this.
I admire you so much and your family and the way you're taking this on. And you don't just talk the talk, you literally walk the walk. You and your husband are co-chairs of the upcoming Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Yeah, so that is this weekend, and this is the world's largest organization that is raising awareness as well as funds for caregivers and for research. And this is just, you know, there are different dates. The Salt Lake and Utah chapters are this weekend. Other Utah cities are throughout the month. But it's just a time for us to come together and to support one another and to see in volume that we are here for one another.
You shared photos, I believe, on your Instagram from 2 years ago, the race 2 years ago, and I was so inspired just looking at these photos because as hard as it is, and as heartbreaking as it is for so many families, you feel the energy and hope of that collaboration through an event like this. So we can still sign up, we can still take part.
Yes, it's at 10 a.m. at the Rio Tinto Stadium. Come, whether you have someone dealing with it or you are just there to support. It's going to be a really beautiful day.
We love you. Casey, thanks for sharing your story. Thanks to your dad and your mom as well. They are examples to all of us. The walk again is happening this Saturday at Rio Tinto Stadium in Sandy. For more information or to register, you can visit act.alz.org. We'll post all of the information on our website as well. And we'll be right back.